Last drum roll, please.
Thank you. Feels really good to be up here. If I'm shaking, it's because it's cold. Really cold. Okay, so I wrote something I normally don't, and I'd like to try reading what I wrote while also looking at you guys, so that's going to be difficult. I'm not saying a lot. So here, let's go for it. I spent the last 28 years of my life, my old life, reaping the benefits of instant gratification and the burdens of doing the wrong thing or making the wrong decisions. So much so, I became comfortable with making mistakes, no matter the consequences. Making the right choice has always been the most difficult for those like myself, who become so content with making the wrong ones. I believe the reason why making the right choice becomes so difficult is simply because we as humans are so afraid of the unknown, as well as change. This is mainly due to the overload of discomfort that comes with it. The more I learned to sit with this discomfort, waiting for confirmation of the choice or decision I made was truly, in fact, the right choice, the more comfortable I become with that fear. The more often and more frequent I face this fear, the quicker and more rewarding the confirmation of yes, I did make the right choice becomes. So in the future, my sober future, I will be faced with all the same challenges and all the same situations I made all the wrong choices in once before. But now I will choose differently. I will choose wisely. I will choose right, and I will listen to my heart, knowing no matter how long I am found seated in discomfort, I will always be rewarded knowing I can forever trust my heart as long as I continue to allow it to speak and to be willing to listen to what it has to say. Words will never explain what this place truly is, or the magic it can allow you to discover within yourself if you're willing to dig deep and have the courage to take a look. It's like a treasure map that holds the key to unlock the blueprints so you can finally finish building the person I was always meant to be, but was always put on standby out of fear of how perfect that person might actually look. I find it quite comical and a bit insane to think I once measured my success on a broken scale, one calibrated to the greatness I never once allowed myself the chance to achieve. If one wishes to achieve greatness, one must first do great things. If one aims at nothing, he will hit his target every time, and nothing is what he will achieve. For some sick, twisted reason, I found it more difficult to fathom the thought of myself at my best than to live in existence with myself at my worst. My mind was at war with my heart, at the expense of my morals, values, and core beliefs, leaving my potential caught in the crossfire. It wasn't until I found myself under a bridge I had no business under, reading a sign I believe was printed just for me, I had no business under, I believe was painted just for me and only awaiting my arrival, that simply said in big bold letters, "It sucks to suck on." True story. It wasn't then that I realized the war had not yet been lost, but in fact has humorously declared a draw. A moment I will never forget, a decision I'll never regret, and an opportunity I will forever be grateful for. It was at this moment I realized I was truly stuck between myself and a life change. So I allowed my heart the chance to speak, and this is what it had to say. I asked for a rematch, in a controlled environment with new set of challenges, no superpowers, and absolutely no mind-altering substances. And one other thing, permission from you, Keith, to allow me, your heart, the chance to talk some clarity into that clouded mind of yours. Because if we can learn to work together, we can accomplish great things. I listened and agreed to these terms for a fair fight. I kept my word to myself and my family, enrolling in the Elevate program 2 days later, in hopes to find myself, redefine myself, and apply myself, in search of what it was I've always been so afraid of. 6 months later, I can proudly say I've accomplished these goals as well as many others. So, that's what I wrote. Yeah, this program has, it's hard to do that transition into reading and talking. No, this place has given me everything and more. I found my purpose in life. I know what it is that I want to do. I believe that I am a survivor of substance abuse, and it is my duty to help others be survivors as well. This is a big moment for me. I'm really excited, and I'm struggling to find the words I want to say, but I learned to love myself, and I think that's the most important thing I can take from this. Is what was going on in here was a mess, and what was thumping here and what was thinking here were on different roads, and it took finding Elevate and a chance to find clarity within myself, to get aligned with everything, and to become one with self. I think that is the backbone of this program, is to become one with yourself, love yourself, and find purpose in life, whether it be being a healer, being a teacher. In my case, I feel, being a warrior, a survivor of this epidemic of substance abuse. Mindfulness, meditation, it's groundbreaking for me. I struggled my whole entire life just to sit still. I needed motion, I needed to move, I needed this, that, and the other thing outside of myself for comfort. And with mindfulness and meditation, I've learned to slow down, I've learned to breathe, and I've learned to be okay with whatever is. Like Joe Clements would say, we're not humans doing, we're humans being, and that's a huge part of my recovery nowadays, is just being, and being okay with what is. Self-control, impulse control, and delayed gratification is another huge part of the program I've got from here, is reaction. I've always been a reactive person. I've always been, poke, jab, and diarrhea of the mouth. That's still something I'm working on. But now I can refrain from being negative. I can refrain from being hurtful to myself, hurtful to others, and refrain from sabotaging an environment, my own beliefs, and just not being an awful person is just pretty relieving to be these days. Elevate has given me a toolbox. Sorry, I'm just shooting here. It's given me a toolbox, an arsenal of ways to deal with life, how to cope with struggles, problems, and ultimately how to be successful. This is a very unique program that teaches you how to be the best version of yourself and how to be successful in all areas. The Wheel of Life is a huge part. There's 11. I'm not going to begin to try to remember them all, but there's 11 parts to this Wheel of Life, and it's kind of the foundation of what I should be, and how to keep that in balance and sync is huge. Keep that spiritual flywheel rolling, as Marty, my one-on-one, would say. And I'm just really grateful to have been struggling as hard as I have. Most of you guys know, but I've been here forever. Forever. And it's only because of my perseverance, my willingness to change that I'm here, and ultimately because of you guys. The client body and the staff have been in my corner through and through, more so than I've ever been in my own. I can't thank them enough. Doug, I'm very, very happy to have you in my corner. I am a product of your department. My conduct, my conduct file is outrageous, but the growth that I've made through all those hiccups and bumps is tremendous, and I can't wait to explore what other avenues I can do with this new breakthrough of the new self. I feel like I'm just babbling. Mom, I love you. Thank you very much for gifting me this opportunity to better my life. And Jay, you, huge support there, under the radar guy. And family and friends, you guys have been there since I was a youngster, and here you are watching me do what I believe is the biggest thing I've ever done for myself and the client body. I've had like 3 waves of new people and new faces come through, and it was really nice to be able to get to know a 3rd group of people. I love you all, and all the staff. You guys know who you are. I don't want to name names, but I think everyone's getting hungry, so I love you. Thanks.
Let's invite up Keith's mother to speak on his behalf.
This is really hard. I am not a public speaker, but I am incredibly proud to be here today celebrating the utterly fantastic achievement in Keith's life. The year prior to Keith wanting and being willing to come to long-term treatment was a difficult, stressful, and scary time for us. His life and future was in serious jeopardy. These last 6 months have given us hope and a lot of relief, knowing he was working so hard to find his healthy path. For us to know he was in a safe, supportive environment, working on himself, and do what's necessary to successfully complete the program allowed us to relax, for the most part. And smile with peace. I'm sorry. The peace of knowing he is strongly on his way to a happier, more fulfilling life. Today we are ecstatic, beyond proud. And I'd like to add that Keith has always been an incredible human. So much compassion, love, and care for others, and with endless strengths and talents. However, he has also had more than his share of struggles. Growing up, his peers never realized how truly intelligent and amazing he was as a person. They knew he was a standout kid with multiple skills and talents, particularly motorsports, as he was amazing at so many physical things, especially anything with wheels. Ask him about how he learned to ride a unicycle as a youngster. And of course, rhythm skills and drumming, and many, many others. Keith was always well-liked, fun, and entertaining, always friendly and engaging, but he also had an intense energy and struggled in school. They never really got to see the whole package that is Keith. He has impressed people of all ages throughout his life. He can connect to anyone, young or old, business or pleasure, and from any walk of life. I am so happy all of you here at Elevate had the chance to get to know him, support him through this incredible journey to recovery. I'd like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank all of you here for working with him, walking with him to where he stands today. I am so relieved and beyond proud of you, Keith. I am so impressed with all that you have done here and all your personal growth, your intelligence, and just your overall who you are today. We love you to the moon and beyond, always.